right, so we're leaving Wind Cave National Park, and we basically didn't see it. So when we got here 2 days ago, so we stayed 2 nights at Custer State Park nearby, which was beautiful. Very unexpected surprise, pleasant surprise. And we booked a tour 2 days ago, and about 10 minutes before the tour started, they announced that the elevators in the mine, or in the caves, were broken. So they canceled our tour. And they said they'll probably be up and running tomorrow morning, so call back. So we called back, still weren't up and running. But they said they'll probably be back up and running the next day, which is today. So we called back and they said, yeah, we almost got it fixed. We're selling tickets again at noon. So we went over there for a second time and stood in line, bought tickets. And then about 10 minutes after buying tickets, they said, oh, sorry, that repair didn't work and the elevators are still down. So that's the cave side of Wind Cave that we didn't get to see. The prairie side of Wind Cave is all right. There's lots of prairie dogs, which the kids love. That'll last about 20 minutes max. And the Black Hills in general in this area, in the Mount Rushmore Custer area, are really great. I think I'm not a big cave guy, so I wasn't that brokenhearted about the cave. It does feel weird to have been to a national park and yet not really have seen anything, because it's like you've been but haven't been. But Rainier was the same way. So we were at Rainier for 2 days and the weather was bad the whole time. We never saw the mountain. So I guess my review of Wind Cave is that you need to hold your plans loosely. You're dealing with all of the variables that you normally have in life, people, machinery, but you're also dealing with nature in a more intense way. You know, I mean, generally a blizzard doesn't stop a restaurant from serving hamburgers, but it'll definitely shut down trails and things like that, like it did in Rainier. So the other thing I would say that we've learned or become convinced of is pretty much 2 nights, I think, is a minimum for most of these places, especially if the weather like Rainier can impact you, because you know, if you have 2 nights, that means you have kind of like an evening, a full day, and then a morning. And generally, you know, a lot of natural events like storms won't last that long. So we kind of regretted not having more than 1 night at Rainier. On the other hand, some places don't necessarily feel like they're worthy of 2 full nights. You know, it's just an afternoon or a day thing, like Petrified and Crater and probably Wind Cave. So yeah, you got to pick your poison on that one, but hold your plans loosely and have a lot of plan Bs and Cs. I mean, we've had something kind of go wrong in almost every single park so far, or at least go differently than expected. And I think that's just something that you have to get used to when you vacation and travel this way. We've had hot tubs at Airbnbs that were broken. We've had weather ruin Rainier. We've had weather and winter melt really change our plans in Sequoia. Had the elevators fail us in Wind Cave. We had spawning salmon cancel a hike that we were looking forward to in Glacier. All sorts of things. So that's life, and that's one of the beauties of traveling in the national parks, is that kids who in America typically get brought up in this very sterile environment where if it's too cold, you turn on the heat, and it's too hot, you turn on the air conditioning. You know, you're experiencing the world, which has its ups and its downs, and its pros and its cons, and its plan A, plan B, and plan C's. So yeah, that's Wind Cave for you. The Black Hills are quite a bit more beautiful than I expected, so I think if you come out this way, you should consider the Black Hills, Custer, Wind Cave, Hot Springs, Theodore Roosevelt, Badlands, kind of as one big package. And we're headed to Badlands next, so we'll let you know later how that is. Take care.